Grammar Note Section, Lesson 6. Welcome to this Grammar Note section in Lesson number 6. Dumela, Johan.
Dumela Tian, okay?
Keteng, wena okay.
Le nna ke teng.
A o siame?
Ke siame thata.
A re simole.
A re simolole ya.
So we started using this a re simole, Mpho and I, and I'd love for us just to quickly talk about it so the listeners can understand how we use it and why we use it. So this a re simole is actually, it's sort of a command form, but it's a polite command form. It's sort of a request.
Yeah, it's a request or a wish.
That's right.
You speak out a wish, and it starts with a. A is a question.
The interrogative particle.
That's
the
it,
A.
that's it.
And then the re, what would that be?
Re comes from rona. Rona, that means us.
Okay.
Let us start.
Okay, so you're actually, it's a question, or it's sort of saying, shall we?
Shall we?
That's-
Yes, that's more correct English
Okay.
translation.
And then the simole, what?
The verb was simola
Okay.
or simolola.
Okay.
So if you put it into this wish or request, the grammar tells you that a request or a wish, you have to change the a of the verb.
Okay.
You change that to an e.
Okay.
So that's why it becomes arisimole.
Okay, so to begin with something or to start something is ho simola.
Hosimola,
right?
it's to start with
Okay.
something. Yes.
But when used in this context, you have to change that A to E, and that's why it becomes simole.
That's 100%.
Okay. All right. So if I were to say, let's speak.
Aribue.
Okay, because to speak is hobua.
Gubua,
Now,
yes.
I noticed you changed the A to the E and you added the a re, shall we?
Shall we?
Sort of. A re bue.
Aribue, let's talk.
Okay. A re bue Setswana.
Aribue Setswana. That's
Okay, great. Now, Mr. Zarvik, Mpho and I were talking about using nale, like I have something. And the
That's it.
sentence was ke nale. So this is the way I understand it. If you literally translate it, the ke is I and the na is to have.
to have, yes.
Okay? So if I have something, it's ke na, but you can't in Setswana just say, for instance, I have a pen, ke na pene.
That's it.
You have to add that le.
That associative particle, li.
Oh, that's what you call it.
You have to put in also.
So you have to add this associative particle, the le, I guess, because I'm associated with the pen.
100%. Yes.
That's why they call it that. So it's weird to a Setswana speaker to just hear kena pene. You have to,
Kinapene. Yes.
Okay.
The Setswana speaking person will not laugh at you.
yes.
He will correct you and
Okay.
say, no, you must say kinali.
Pene.
Kinali pene.
If I have a dog, it's kenale ntswa.
Kinalinswa.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's actually straightforward enough. I think it's easy vocabulary to learn. And the great thing is that the listeners can now start using this as a sentence and just add any noun.
You can add
that
any noun at the end.
Very
Kinali pene, kinali katsi, I've got a cat.
Yes.
Kinali buka, I've got a book.
Yes. Also, just something to mention, what I'm thinking about now is for an English Afrikaans speaker, it's very strange in Setswana not to add an indefinite or a definite article, which is a or the.
Yeah, in Setswana, those two don't ever appear. They are not available in Setswana.
Yes.
For instance, if you say the man, in Setswana you won't say something munna.
Yes. Okay. So,
Two words are not in the Setswana vocabulary or
Yeah.
in the grammar.
so that's just something to take into account when using this sentence. Don't think in English or Afrikaans.
Yeah,
When-
that's usually when we teach people Setswana, you tell them not to think in their own language
Yeah.
and translate word by word.
Yes.
Then it becomes as difficult as a Setswana speaking person wanting to talk Afrikaans or English with you,
Yes.
and they translate each Setswana particle or
Absolutely.
verb.
What's interesting to me is the fact that we've now learned how to count, nngwe pedi tharo, nne, etc.
Tharo, yes.
Okay, But when using these numbers within a sentence to explain how many of the things there are, or how many brothers there are, it changes a little
You
bit.
see that when you are counting the numerals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's counting.
Okay.
But if you use amounts within a noun group, so if we say batu, babedi, then that counting words or the numerals, you use only a numeral root.
Oh, it's almost like an adjective root.
It's
Almost
an adjective, like we
Okay.
did with the adjectives, yes.
Okay. Now, what would the adjective root of one be? Because one is ngwe.
Yeah, that's ngwe. So it's almost the same, but if you have the counting word, it's ngwe. It's spelled with 2 N's.
Okay.
But the root only is also ngwe, but it's only 1 N.
Oh, okay. So you take an N off.
Yeah, 1 N is dropped. But the other ones, you'll see they differ a small bit. If you say ngwe pedi taru, then the roots are just, you have pedi, that means 2. But if I say batu babedi, you see the root form of 2 is
Yes.
only bedi.
Okay. So when using two as an adjective, which is very strange because in English and in Afrikaans, two is two.
Yeah,
Twee is twee.
that's it.
Okay. But when thinking in Setswana, you have to make this distinction between counting and describing.
And describing this.
When thinking about describing a person or people or an object that there are two of them, you need to think in this, you have to use the root adjective form
The
of
root
two,
adjective,
which
yeah.
is bedi
That's it.
with a B. And then obviously, I'm guessing now, you're going to use the noun classes.
Yeah, you use the noun classes. And like we explained, the forming of that adjective, the noun, plus an adjective particle.
Yes.
And then again, in front of this root, you put that noun class prefix again.
Okay.
That first 2 letters.
So if I was Mosadi, we've learned now as a woman.
Yeah.
If there are two women, what would it be?
2 women would become basadi, babedi.
Okay.
In front of this numeral root, which is bedi, you put the ba again. Basadi, babedi.
Okay.
So if you change it now, it becomes basadi, bararu.
Okay, because the counting word is taro, but
Taro,
the adjective
yes.
root is raro.
Is raru only.
So then it becomes Mosadi bararo.
Ah, you can't say 1 woman.
Oh, sorry.
That,
Yes.
that is 3. Then she might be angry at you. So
So it's basadi.
basadi. So when you go higher than 1, you have to remember that you are talking about plurals now.
Okay, so one woman would be Mosadi,
Mosadi yo
yo
mongwe.
mongwe. Okay, I got that. Basadi
Babedi.
babedi bar.
Babararo.
Babararo.
Babatlano. 5 women.
Okay, well we'll put these adjective roots on the notes for the listeners to look at them. Once again, we have a few things happening at the same time. We have a noun, which is basadi. Then we have this ba again, which is the adjective link.
Yeah, the adjective link.
And then the second ba that we add to the root, the adjective root, the noun prefix.
The noun prefix.
Correct.
I just want to remind you that you have the classes moba, mome, lema, sedi, nedi. That ndi class.
Yes.
Class 5.
Yes.
Nedi, that's the class that causes a lot of problems because in that class you have sound changes when it comes to this numeral adjectives.
Okay.
So for instance, if you have dikatse, you won't say dikatse tse dibedi.
Okay.
It becomes dikatse tse pedi. So you have a sound change there. The b becomes a p.
Okay.
So you
Now-
have sound changes.
In other words, when we get to class number 5, which I understand has mostly to do with animals.
Most of them are animals, and
Okay.
a lot of the words that are borrowed from other languages,
Okay.
they fall into that.
So we have a few exceptions when it comes to class number 5, and I'm sure that we'll get into this at a later stage. But to be honest, I don't really see this as a massive challenge, because when looking at class 5 and the changes that happen, the sound changes, you actually just go back to the counting words,
To the counting words,
the,
exactly.
the normal numerical numbers.
Then you are right.
And once again, if I by accident had to say ditafole dipedi, a Setswana speaker would know exactly what I'm
Setswana
saying.
speaker would be 100%.
Instead of omitting this D, I by accident put it into the
Yeah,
sentence.
you see, it can be put in,
Okay.
but as you talk faster and you get used to the language, then you'll see that it gets dropped.
I understand. One last question, Mr. Zarvik, is that I've seen that Abuti obviously falls into class number 1 because of the person, the human class,
Yeah.
Abuti and Kaitsedi, etc. But now, just like class 5,
Sometimes you have exceptions
Yes.
when it comes to the language or the grammar rules. For instance, me is spelled double M-E.
That's
me.
right.
But if you make a plural of me, it becomes bomme.
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 You add a bo instead of a ba.
You add a bo, yes.
Okay.
And re, which is father, borre.
Because I was looking to change Abuti to Ba Abuti because it falls into the more Ba class.
Yeah, but you see, if it doesn't have the singular prefix in front of it,
Yes.
it will lead you to going to bo
Okay.
and
All
not to moba.
Okay. That was my question. It seems like a little bit of an exception by putting the bo in front instead of the ba, but also not a massive challenge because you get used to it. Bo Abuti, is it bo Kaitsedi?
Bo khaitsedi,
Bo
yes.
re, bo me, etc.
100%.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for having joined us today, Mr. Zarvik. Ke a leboga.
Go leboga nna.
And we'll see you next week with 20 Minute Setswana. Go fitlela nako e e tlang.